I'm always curious, like, what is the correct term for is it a yo-yo-er or like I've heard different words for it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you can really use anything, but yoyo-er is what we use the most in the community, at least.
In the community, man, that's crazy.
That's such a
Yeah.
strange like roll off the tongue, like yo-yo-er. Yo-yo-er.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could say like yo-yo player or anything like that, but usually we just say like yo-yo-er. So it works either way.
Yeah, I feel like yo-yo does make more sense than yo-yo player.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, but you got it right the first time. So
All
there.
right, good. So speaking of the community, like I watch some of your YouTube videos, and it seems like just a fun group of people. Like when you're posting with other competitors, like is that a cool community?
Yeah, so the yo-yo community is super interesting. It's actually a lot larger than people know. A lot of people don't think like, it's only a couple people. Like it's really, really big. It's worldwide. So at, yo-yo competitions and things like that, you're meeting so many different people from all different walks of life, which makes it a really special kind of community because everyone's, super unique in their own way. But generally, I'd say it's a really supportive community. Like obviously as competitors, you're going against one another, but like additionally, when you're not competing at yo-yo contests, you're just hanging out with your friends really, and exchanging tricks, things like that, just having a good time. So I'd say it's a really cool community that not many people actually realize is as developed as it really is.
That's probably why it's so like unique and pure because it's not destroyed by like mainstream media, and all these people trying to get clout. It's people who actually like are passionate about things. That's where you find really
Yeah,
the real people, I
exactly.
guess.
When did you like just get into this like and decide, oh, like I'm going to keep using yo-yos?
That's a good question. So I started about 7 years ago. So when I was around 12 years old in April, that's when I began. And really, I didn't think anything much of it when I like began starting to learn yo-yo tricks. I really just got a yo as a gift, and I was like, oh, when, might as well go onto YouTube and look up some tutorials. So really, my entire yo-yo learning progress happened on YouTube. I would just go onto YouTube, look up yo-yo trick tutorial. There's a bunch of different channels out there that have really good videos, but I'd slow it down and I'd go, frame by frame to see what they're doing. And I'd really just like work on that. So I didn't ever have really like a yo-yo mentor or like someone else to teach me like in person. I learned completely off of YouTube, which is one of the coolest things I think there is about like, the internet and everything like that. Like I was able to like really develop my skill and develop a passion for this toy just from like watching YouTube videos. There's no professional needed. There was no mentor or instructor or private lessons. It's literally just YouTube taught me everything. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. But really, I didn't think anything of like yoing in general. I didn't think it would like take me anywhere in life. I thought it was just a silly little hobby that I did that, I wasn't really going to share with the world that much. But really, I just kind of went with it. And now we're here today, 7 years later.
It's crazy to think that it's full circle because you've done some tutorials too. That there are definitely children, or not even children, young adults too, who are learning from you. Like it's a full circle thing. Like that's
Yeah,
insane. That's awesome.
it's
Yeah,
really
it's
like wild how you went from that. I mean, much
Apprentice to
better than
master.
me. Get the toy, deals with it for 5 minutes, and then gives up.
Oh
I'm pretty sure
man.
no yo-yo has lasted me more than 10 minutes.
yeah, it's really interesting because like you said, it is full circle. It is pretty cool how with like yoing, I'll be at a yo-yo contest and like someone will come up to me and be like, hey, check out this cool trick I learned from your channel, or check
Oh
out this like
man.
cool video that you did. And like I'll take pictures with them or sign autographs and things like that, which is like super, super motivating to me because it like I was in their shoes at one point in time. I was the kid that looked up to the yo-yo trick masters, I guess you could say. And I was a kid that would go around contests asking for autographs. So like now modern day, it's really, really, it's a cool feeling to be in that position. And it's like also definitely such a motivating thing for me because it really keeps me going and like drives me to continue creating more and more videos, more tutorials and things like that to really like kind of further develop the community.